What is going on today, guys? Alright, so today we're going to do a very quick little video to go through what I feel like are the 5 most important guns that you will own, period, end of story. Now, whether you are just getting into firearms or, like some people I know, whether you're actually looking to kind of consolidate down what you already have so that you can get to the necessities, the basics, whatever it is, and anywhere in between those two, we'll go through what I feel like are the best options to have for your gun collection. And regardless of why you have guns, if you're looking to cover your bases on home defense, self-defense, concealed carry, hunting, or full-blown SHTF, and you're a hardcore prepper, this is going to be the 5 guns I think you need. Alright, so first up we have to talk about handguns. Full-size, fully capable handguns. Call it a sidearm, call it whatever you want, doesn't matter, but we're talking about something that's going to get you out of a pinch. And as I've said before, your handgun is the most important gun you own. The reason being is because it is the gun that has the highest potential of being able to be there when you need it. It's not always easy to sling around a long gun, rifle, shotgun, whatever, but having a handgun within close access to you at pretty much all times is actually very easy to do. Now, of course, there's so many different handguns out there on the market, and ultimately it just comes down to what works best for you. Whether you're going revolver, semi-auto, hammer-fired, striker-fired, double action, single action only, double action only. So many choices, and what you see here is just a very, very small amount of the options that are out there. Of course, we have a striker-fired Glock, a hammer-fired single-action 1911, a double-action single-action revolver, and then for a nice budget option here, we've got a Taurus, which is a hammer-fired double-action single-action pistol. Whatever your needs, find the handgun that works for you. Alright, so now we got to talk about the defensive rifle. One of the most important guns you will have in your personal arsenal, end of story, hands down. You've heard the term rifleman's culture, especially here in the United States. There's a reason for that. Now, there are a lot of choices out there on the market. Obviously, here in America, in the United States, the most popular choice is going to be something like this, the AR15 style rifle. It's a fantastic rifle. It's short, it's light, great caliber, 5.56, very easy to use, very modular, very simple for new gun owners to maintain and operate and become efficient with. It is a very good rifle, end of story, hands down, but it doesn't have to look like this. You don't have to have a whole bunch of stuff hanging off your rifle. It could also be something as simple as this, a very, very basic AR15 style setup where I really don't have anything on it other than a carry handle, basically just used for a rear sight, a sling, and an extra magazine stacked on there to the stock. And then, of course, another great option for a defensive rifle is going to be the AK-47, bomb-proof, easy to use, great effective caliber with 7.62 by 39. Either way, regardless of whatever you choose, this is definitely a must-have in your collection. Alright, so next up is going to be a shotgun, and I personally recommend a good 12-gauge pump action if you can only have one. I think it's hands down the best thing you can get, and there's so many different types of 12-gauge pump action shotguns out there on the market. Here we've got a Mossberg 500 Tactical and an old school Model 67 Stevens. Whether you go old school, whether you go new school, whether you go Mossberg, Remington, Benelli, whatever it is, a good 12-gauge pump action is a must-have in your collection. And for something that has even far more options than what we just talked about with the shotgun, of course, we've got hunting rifles. Now, make no mistake, when I talk about hunting rifles, I don't mean you can only use these for hunting. Remember, these are very, very effective defensive tools and even offensive tools as well. Remember, these designs came originally out of military use, and whether you're talking about something like what we have here with a modern Marlin 30-30 or something like this, which looks like a pretty standard hunting rifle but actually was a Milsurp Steyr rifle that's been converted and sporterized to be more of a modern hunting style rifle. Either way, whether you're using it for hunting or just want something a little more old school for defense, or maybe something that just reaches out there a little bit more than your standard combat rifle, doesn't matter, having a good hunting rifle is definitely a must. Alright, so lastly at number 5, we're talking about a small compact handgun. And you'll ask yourself, why 2 handguns in this list? Very simple. As I said at the beginning, the handgun is your most important gun because it can be there whenever you need it, and having an even smaller version of a full-size gun, whatever that may be, whatever fits your needs, is even more handy depending on what you need to do, where you need to go, what you're wearing, and where you need to store it away to make sure it is right there with you at all times. Whether you conceal carry, open carry, keep it in a nightstand, keep it in your car, doesn't matter. Having a smaller option to your larger framed handgun is definitely a good idea. And again, just like with the full-size handguns, so many options out there. Here's just a few. Of course, we've got a Ruger LCR, little revolver. We've got a true pocket pistol with a Taurus TCP. We've got a Glock 26 over there. And if you like something a little more old school and maybe even a little cheap, we've got milsurp guns out there as options as well. This is a Polish P64. These are all guns I have carried, all fantastic options for something small and compact and easy to pack away so it can be there when you need it. Alright guys, so there you go, the 5 most important guns you can own, the guns that will cover you in just about every scenario you can possibly think of. So regardless of why you are buying firearms, whether you're new or been at it for a really long time, there you go. There are the 5 guns everyone should own. As always, thanks for watching guys, and we will talk to you later.